Hi everyone, welcome back to our portrait study series. Today we're moving on to the female portrait, and this one is actually a self-portrait. This is also the second portrait practice I gave my students, so I chose myself as the reference. The reason is simple, the features are clear and not too complicated, and I can explain my own facial structure more easily to my students. Compared to the male portrait, we're not going to push the shadows on the face too much. Instead, our focus today is on softness. The gentle transitions, the subtle textures, and especially the emotional feeling of the expression. For the hair, I'm using a 3B pencil, and I blend most of it with a blending stump after laying down the initial shading. Once I've built up enough value, I come back in with an eraser to pull out the highlights, just like I did in the male portrait class. If you haven't watched that yet, you can go back and check that video for a more detailed breakdown of the hair technique. I spent quite a long time on the hair because for a female portrait, the hair really becomes part of the overall face. Without well-designed hair, the portrait can lose some elegance and character. So don't rush this step. Treat the hair as an important design element of the whole portrait. After finishing most of the hair, I move on to the face using a 2H pencil directly. For the eyeballs, I switch to a 2B pencil so they stand out slightly from the lighter skin tones. This contrast helps separate the eyes from the rest of the face and keeps the gaze clear. I spend quite a lot of time just on the eyes working on the shadows inside the eye socket, thinking about the spherical form of the eyeball, and carefully shaping the eyelids, eyebrows, and the nose area. All of these small transitions are what make the face feel three-dimensional. One important reminder, try not to keep your head too close to the paper while you're shading. If you're always just a few centimeters away, you'll lose the overall view and might overwork certain areas without noticing. From time to time, pull back to about 1 arm's length and look at the whole face. Are the shadows too dark? Is one area too busy? Does the face still look soft and natural? Drawing a female portrait is often trickier than a male one because the skin values usually can be too dark or too flat. You want the face to feel three-dimensional, but the transitions must stay gentle. That balance is the challenge. So, for this practice, I recommend you spend extra time on eyes, nose, and ears, really understand their form. Keep the skin shading subtle, building up values slowly. Constantly pull back and check the whole portrait instead of only staring at one detail. In the end, the most important part is not just technical accuracy, but how you express the feeling of the face, how you use soft shading on a flat piece of paper to suggest a living, breathing person.